All right, and I think we are ready for some Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland with Mr. Shasta. Take it away.
Hold on, I need to beat this minigame real quick. Hold on. Shout out to Kirby's Air Grind, by the way. Different Kirby Air Ride. That's what this is.
Welcome to the Kirby Air Grind speedrun.
Yeah.
This minigame is so long on level 3.
It is. I got the end. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And now wait for everyone else.
Uh-huh.
And it's been a bit. But yeah, hi, I'm Mr. Shasta. Welcome to Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. This game's really sick. I've run this game for a long time. Hope you enjoyed the run. That's all I gotta say.
What if
you... your couch as well too. Want to yourself?
All right.
I'm LaurieDBunnykins.
All right. I'm Jayhawker.
And I'm swordsmankirby.
Yep. All right, and with that, I'll count down. So, want to help me, audience? 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, so immediately.
Immediately, we're gonna go for a mix right here. For wheel, I didn't get the manip. It's fine though. Got it.
Yeah!
Nice job.
It's right there, I mentioned manip. So there's a manipulation for RNG to actually make so the wall dudes move the exact same way every single time. Unfortunately, I missed the last part of it, but that's okay. We got a wheel here, which saves 5 seconds in the first 3 levels of the game. So that's what we're gonna use right now. Oh.
It is the king, basically, of horizontal movement. You cannot move faster while moving left and right than using wheel. So
it is very good.
Getting it at this point in the game where there's no enemy to conventionally give you wheel is just insanely good for saving time.
Oh yeah. In this case, it saves a good amount of time. Right here, speaking of which, I'm gonna get rid of wheel just immediately. We don't need it anymore. We're gonna get this Brawn Burst. Boom, headshot. And get wheel back up there.
Yeah.
I love that strat so much. You see it all the time in the the run, so you always overlook it, but it's great.
Missing it is pretty funny because you never expect to, and I always get so shocked seeing his health bar actually load.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, missing the headshot. I thought you were going to talk about losing wheel. I was like, who has done that?
Nah, that's just a reset.
Exactly. At that point. But you saw these cloud begins that didn't reach level. Those are, to actually hit the 7 there, which is what I want every time, it's a 3-frame window. We do that after every single level. It saves the most amount of time to do that. If you get like the 4th frame, you grab the cloud every time, which loses the 2.5 seconds, so gotta be careful of that. Thankfully, a lot of people don't notice you can press A and B like to actually initiate the cloud game in the first place, so it's not too bad. Right here, I'm actually gonna get rid of wheel and use burning, because it's useful for the boss coming up here, Wispy Woods. And there we go.
Also, in general, burning is you can use it in midair and stay moving forward, which is good because the upcoming level 1-4 likes to get kind of bumpy in its level design.
Can confirm. First off, here we have the first actual mini boss fight in the run, which is Mr. Frosty, and he's gone. He's just burning to kill him at that. And now these combos are the worst.
Oh, that was close.
That was really close. Yeah, those combos have random movements. They can either just stay still for a while, they can jump immediately, they can do whatever. There's a few enemies that are like that in this game. We'll get there when we get there in terms of mentioning them, but yeah. And now we got Visibility Candy. Delicious. So delicious, nothing can hurt us. Match right there, so bonk us that thing, and nice.
That's good movement.
Thank you.
Perfect 7.
And now we have the first boss of the game, Wispy Woods. It's usually first boss in every Kirby game. This was no exception.
What about King Gollum?
Close enough.
He is just Wispy Woods.
But yeah, for this fight, I'm going to be timing my B press every single time. If I just spam it, I'll hit iframes a lot of the time. And perfect fight. And wait for it. Nice.
All right.
Where you land after getting that star rod also matters because Kirby walks to the location if that happens, and you want to minimize that as much as you can.
The only thing I have for myself in this game is the human best Wispy Woods fight.
Oh, let's go. That's all that matters. There's not much to say in 2-1. If you want to use some donations, you can do so during this level. It's only a few rooms.
All right, we have a $20 donation from CMM1215 that says, "Hey Shasta, CMM here. Stoked to see you bring Kirby back here after all your hard work. You got this. Love you, gamer."
Thank you, gamer. I appreciate it. But now we're getting 2-2. This level actually is something kind of tricky to it, something a little different, I guess. So I have to keep it powered through most of the level here. It seems easy, but sometimes this pig doesn't like me. But essentially what I'm gonna do is like once I get over here to after this screen right here, I'm gonna have to turn around and get rid of my power and suck in a hothead at the same time to get a double star. It's a bit tricky, but let's see if I can do it. Yep. Just like that.
Yeah, there we go.
Now we're gonna destroy his boss in one hit. Easy.
And wheel again.
And now we got wheel. Something also really cool with wheel that you probably will not even notice unless I point it out is that whenever I get out of wheel, I'm actually running immediately whenever I do that. It saves frames to do so. It allows you just to move immediately out of wheel and cancel the animation of Kirby just flying on his butt, wasting time. But I do have to throw it multiple times throughout the run. It just saves a little bit of time each. Right there, I did something the community calls a Shasta turn named after me. It's kind of a momentum-based turn that keeps your speed and everything. I was kind of one of the first ones to do in the run, at least.
Yep, most commonly used in one specific level.
Yep. It's 5-3. We'll get there.
Yep.
This room is tricky. Thankfully, that one will, though.
Nice.
Awesome.
And now coming up is actually the first instance of an arena, which is a room that's on purpose. It's just a room. Oh, that's not on purpose. There. It's a room we have to defeat a bunch of enemies in a row. All men enemies like this. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Just like that. I do little short hops whenever I get rid of some of these powers, just like that.
That's perfect.
Nice, that was perfect.
There's a newer strat that involves keeping wheel through there, but you have to keep dropping it and re-inhaling it throughout that whole fight, so it is really difficult to do.
Personal bias, I don't like that strat.
Yeah, no. I was in the...
I don't
That's fair.
anyone really likes that strat.
Yeah, it just saves time.
Maybe Rocks.
Rocks like that.
Shout outs to Rocks.
Shout out to Rocks.
Shout out to Rocks.
Shout out to this level 2. Not much going on again. If you want to get a quick donation, you can go for it as well.
All right, we have a $100 donation from Julia the Third, 155, that says, Booyah! Booyah! Love seeing Kirby during GDQs every time, and especially glad to see Mr. Shasta up there doing us proud. Good luck with the run, and have fun.
Thank you very much. Get one more in.
We also have a $25 from Anonymous that says, hey Shasta, how to donate during your run? Good luck on the run. The whole Squeak Squad is cheering you on.
Yay.
Also, Moon Crew forever.
Yeah! It's the Moon Crew.
Shout out to the Moon Crew.
Shout out to the Moon Crew.
The best crew.
We'll get to that one later as well.
Yeah. We got some explaining to do, but that's what this run's for. But yeah, now we're in 2-5. This level actually we get wheel back. There's a tricky, when we get wheel back, it's a bit tricky because usually the wheels are kind of together, so you can kind of accidentally get two powers together if you're unlucky. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Kind of almost happened there. That was good though. I also forgot to mention earlier, but we're doing something here called a wheel jump, where I press A, then B, then hold down A with wheel. Allows us just move really fast and gain height, obviously. I got that. That's probably nothing to most people, but that is a sub-pixel perfect trick where I guess save a second half and not balking against that. It rarely happens, but it happens here, so hooray.
Yeah.
And we have high jump. Do you want to talk about how high jump works in damaging enemies with this upcoming boss?
Yep, so this upcoming boss is Pain Roller. Where he goes is random. You just don't want bottom left, essentially. If the closer you are to a boss when you use high jump, the more damage you do. So that's what I want to do here. Nice, bottom right. And I got 6-hit, which is fine. You want to 5-hit, but that works too.
Not bad.
You still did it like as well as one wants to do it, which is...
It's really good. But yeah, I have a challenge for everyone in chat, by the way. So at the very end of this level, at the very end of this world here, there is Mr. Shine, Mr. Bright, the boss fights. The community has a little fun little gaming play where we kind of we kind of take sides on this, on like which one we choose between Mr. Shine, Mr. Bright. So I'm on Moon Crew personally. Everyone who's good for Sun is on Sun Gang. If y'all want to donate for Moon Crew or Sun Gang, that'd be pretty cool.
Yep. To go a little bit further in detail, you can only hit one at a time, and it's about a 50-50 chance which one you're allowed to attack first.
Some runners go for neither, which is not fun, I'm just saying. But it's okay.
You might
I
notice-
respect it.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
Yeah, SK here does not guess. Neither does the world record holder MK Cocoon.
Oh, yeah.
But Moon Crew is objectively the correct choice, just a reminder.
Yeah, that's what he's
Agreed.
tells the truth.
So we're actually going to high jump right here and use sword instead.
Oh,
I said use sword instead.
You got it back, don't worry.
Yeah. But yeah, up here is first another mini boss fight in the game called named Bugsy. Bugsy is kind of infamous in this level in particular because he can kind of just kill runs early. Oh. Gotta be careful. All right, he's about to do that. And slow fight, but it's fine. There we go.
didn't get grabbed. That's
Yeah.
That's the important part.
If you run into him from the front, he grabs you and can do a myriad of different throws that are all really long animations.
In particular, his down throw, he hits you like 7 times on the ground, and then you just lose your power.
Shoutouts to driving down to Butter Building.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Good little meme categories. All right, now I'm just saying level 3 again. We're gonna get high jump back, and that's really about it. If y'all want another donation, go for it.
You know, you guys were talking about the Moon Crew and stuff, and then I got a $10 donation from Broadway Riolu that says, "Good luck on the run, Shasta. We're all rooting for you. P.S. Sun Gang.
No!
Stinky Moon Crew."
Broadway is famous in my chat for being like the only Sun Gang member. Broadway.
I just feel betrayed based on the fact that you said, speaking of Moon Crew, and then read a Sun Gang donation.
Yeah.
I tend to troll. So,
I'm also, here we go. So in 3-4, we have this arena. It's one of the hard ones in the run do consistently. A few of the enemies are random where they go, so hopefully I can do this. It's gonna be really tricky. Hold on. That.
Nice start.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. That was
Another
clean.
perfect
Okay.
arena.
That was super clean right there. And there's a free tomato right there from Lone Health. So nice.
I'm like, I feel like I can't emphasize the difficulty of those arenas.
They're really hard to
Like,
do.
you're just nailing them left and right. They are, every single one of them is a run killer, no matter how confident you are in them.
Yeah, so far this run's gone really well, speaking of which, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I don't think anything major has happened badly. I say as 3-6 is about to happen, that's a hard level, but it's okay. Oh. Sometimes you pop up top of ladders there if there's like a door on top of it. Most of the time, if you hold up, you're fine, but sometimes it'll just pop up like that. It's weird. But yeah, so we use high jump. So actually, we kept, in particular for 3-4, kept high jump there just so you use it in 3-5 to save a lot of time. And this trick right here is a few frame window. I missed it. It's fine. It happens. You have to run immediately going to that room there. And that's why it's really hard to get. But if you get it, it saves like 2 seconds over just waiting there. Crash bombs have a gigantic radius and they're explosions, so you gotta be careful of them. I'll get it for marathon safety.
Yep. And as we've learned, waiting is boring.
It's true.
so we had a $25 donation from Raina178 that says, "Hey Shasta, I'm sending you all of my luck. May the Moon Crew be victorious.
Moon Crew, Moon Crew.
May the fans not give you trouble." Also, hey Laurie, and booyah!
All right, here we go, everybody. Hope you decide wisely. Now it's time. Moon Crew, 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 Moon Crew. No! Boo! That's fine.
Cursed run.
Cursed.
I'm telling you, you jinxed it when you said nothing bad has happened so far.
You're
this
right.
run.
I did.
Hey, Shasta, do you know how you could have saved time in that fight?
I don't want to know.
You start.
I don't want to know. So far, it's a good pace, though. Sub 13 out of this level's really good. It's like my time right now. So at the very end of this level, we're actually going to get another mix. We got the one in 4-1 and 1-1 earlier, but now we're doing 4-1 wheel mix. This mix is random if it works or not, because Tornado likes to just move sometimes. If he does that, I can't get it. But yeah, hopefully I can do it. Let's see. Why? I was gonna mix off that sword, that Blade Knight there, and also that tornado, so rest in peace.
Yeah.
Don't get to see cool 4-2 wheel strats. That's fine. It
Yeah.
takes 5 seconds on a level.
You have to do a mix like that specifically, because something we didn't explain last mix is, although the order of power-ups in the mix wheel is completely consistent, where the wheel starts is dependent on the ability that the first enemy you inhale would have given you if you swallowed it alone.
Exactly. So you want the order to be exact same every time, not just the same enemies every time. It matters as well to come up in 6-1, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah. We're jumping all over the place.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're all over the place in commentary, but it's okay. Just Kirby is cute.
He is.
So I can get this. Dan juices on purpose because I healed there and causing me to throw spikes scot-free. Let's see if this goes well. They both threw at the same time. Ideally, I want the one on the right to throw first, and the other one just wait, but that works too.
That was still really good.
That was a great fight.
Getting through that fight without taking damage always looks really good.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a $100 donation from Patches239 that says, I was unfamiliar with the Kirby speedrun memes before this, but now I know I'm going to be Moon Crew for life.
Moon Crew!
You see, that's why we're here.
A new convert.
We're changing lives.
We are.
On this stage.
It's true. Not only because it's a charity stream, but also because of that.
Oh, yeah.
Fun regional donation you can go for as well.
Sure thing. We have a $25 donation from Brett Rideout that says, I love watching these amazing runs every year and had to donate during Kirby. I'll donate another 25 if I can have the couch go. Booyah, booyah! Booyah, booyah! Booyah, booyah!
Sorry.
All right, here we go. So this is I think this is the most infamous miss in the run for me. Right beginning of 4-4 is get a wheel. This saves about 5 seconds if you do it optimally. See if I can do it.
You got this.
I was like a frame away, I think.
Yeah,
That was really close.
Yep.
Oh well.
Reminder that those mixes are 4 frame windows each, so that's 1/15 of a second you have to hit the right ability.
It's really hard to do like consistently. It's something I practiced a lot, but I'm actually at home run on a laggy HD TV. So running on a Series 2 like right now is a bit tricky for me, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I did some practice earlier, but stuff happens. I'm not used to this. That's okay.
Who was the first person to call it Shast's turn, anyways?
I forget, actually. I think it might have been Rox from
probably.
Cocoon.
I think it was you and Cocoon who...
Oh, no, it was Rox, yeah.
Was it Rox?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
So, a little difference here. We used to use Throw, which I got from FanFan. Turns out using Sparky is actually a little bit faster in doing that.
Yeah.
That wall is a little tricky at the end because he can attack you immediately. But that went well.
Also worth pointing out, we've used Spark several times. It does one of the best damage per second in the game.
As long as you're inside the range of an enemy, you'll always hurt them just really, really quickly. It's really nice. Another invincibility candy section. I'm actually going to use Spark during this section as well too, because if I do that, I can use no powers for next arena, which is right after this.
Yep, this is a very recent strat change. We used to grab FanFan's Throw and use it in this arena.
We lapped it all in like one afternoon. It was really cool. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this. And perfect.
Nice. Shout out to Sniper for that new strat.
Shout out to Sniper.
Shout out to Sniper.
Get this. Nice. Some of these burning strats, all I'm doing is just mashing B over and over. Which you can probably imagine because it's the only thing you can do at burning, but you know. It's how I don't block into objects like what happened in the last room. Burning, we're gonna immediately get rid of burning right here and just have no power for a bit. These frogs this next room, they're called Sir Slippies. I'm just calling them frogs because it's easier, but yeah, these things are random where they move. Hopefully they don't hurt me because that'd be very mean of them.
Wow.
Nice.
Very lucky frogs.
Speaking of enemy names, don't forget later in this level.
Also got Mr. TikTok as well, right here. Oh, swung a little early, but other than that, perfect fight. Nice. Another dark room.
Yep.
Shout out to this enemy right here. Just killed that ghost with sunglasses. Very appropriately named a cool spook. I love that name.
I love that name.
Cool spook.
Or recent addition as well, or just kind of recent, I guess. Like Halo Dude on the race game used to do this all the time. He get high jump here in 4-6, then go to the boss and just immediately go upwards with it. Turns out we never tested the time between levels using that strat, and it's actually seconds faster than like getting high jump right there beginning of this level for Krakow. Also, Krakow is the only boss in the game with a level before it, just like this. All we gotta do is just use high jump to get up here. I also run powerless for this game, and going up here without high jump is pretty annoying, not gonna lie. There we go, this goes well. Oh, what? How'd that hurt me? It's fine. Perfect fight, let's go. Easy every time.
Krakow's the best demonstration of how canceling your high jump is just as important as aiming your high jump correctly.
Because in this case with Krakow, you actually do need the cancel in order to actually destroy him in this case 5 hits. Without the cancels, it will take, I think, 6 or 7 hits usually. You read another donation to this level, there's not much going on.
No problem. We got a $30 donation from Universal Giant that says, I couldn't resist the burning desire to support MSF who are already willing to high jump into action for those in Needle. Kirby games are really fun, and the Nightmare and Dreamland speedruns is absolutely bonkers. Best of luck, Shasta, and have a ball. Your fans are cheering for you.
Thanks, Uni.
What a donation message.
That was amazing. I would clap for you, but I'm currently playing a video game, I'm sorry.
That seems important.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Speaking of important stuff, this is actually speaking of ball especially, it's the first level where we actually use ball in it. Ball is the most powerful power in the entire game, which might shock some of you because you probably never use this power like casually. But it actually just you'll see what it does to the main boss in this level. Trust me when I say it's very, very good. And you all slept on it growing up, myself included.
I did too. It's incredibly difficult to control. It's very easy to like lose control of ball and start going all over the place without just canceling it. And then by the time you cancel it, you have to like build it back up again.
I missed it just barely. It's gonna be a weird fight. Got it, nice.
Nice.
Good backup. So yeah, it's 2 hit kills that mini boss. It's really, really good. We'll be using this power a lot throughout the rest of this world and just throughout the rest of the game in general. It'll have its time to shine, especially once you get to World 7. Yeah. Now you're in Fight 3. This level has a lot of powers that are intended just for like one room. For instance, use high jump here to get past all these enemies, just like that. And use it here because it's a bit faster. And then this next room is intended for, guess which power goes horizontally fast? This power.
Freeze.
Everyone's favorite.
This game is a remake of Kirby's Adventure. And for a reason, in Kirby's Adventure, they separated, they had similar powers with like different abilities. So like, there's freeze and ice, for instance. Ice like breathes ice out of your mouth, fire breathes out of your mouth. Burn does something different. Freeze is like the force field around you. Also, this room's really cool and fast. That was good.
Nice. Yeah, no, just like Kirby's Adventure, as soon as you just tap the button, that's everything the ability can do. So they're different just because, you know, they couldn't have multiple moves. And they decided to keep that in the remake.
So right here, you have burning, and you can't like breathe out fire out of your mouth just like firewood. I think single use power stop being a thing after Amazing here, but I'm not too sure. Oh, I'm actually dead from this. That's a bad place to die.
Yeah.
So I can't get out of there because of the spikes in the ceiling. So that's just die there, unfortunately. What I was trying to go for there was you have just enough room for like 3 burnings on top of that platform. Unfortunately, I just barely misspaced the first one, so took a bit bad death there, but it's okay. Got it this time. Easy every time. Simple, really. But yeah. Now we have another arena. This one's always trips me up. Hopefully this goes well. Perfect, nice. The last draw especially is really hard to get. You have to time your hit just absolutely perfectly for it to work. But that was
the ball swag.
Ball swag!
Ball swag is free.
There's also extensions to ball swag you can do there at the end of the level, but I don't go for it. Shout out to Rocks for that strat there. That one's really cool.
That one is really cool, actually.
Makes it so you don't get hurt in that room, and it stays half a second. Gotta save the frames. Also, shout out to Cocoon for this next try right here. Hopefully I don't fail it. Easy.
There's so much going on in World 5. It's easily my favorite part of the run.
Oh, same here.
Yep.
World 5 is really fun.
Yeah. Since I started the run, a lot of new ball movement has been added into the stages.
Yeah, I came in close to the beginning of the tournament, so by the time I was joining, everybody was like as focused as they ever have been on this game.
Yeah, we have a Nightmare Dream tournament going on right now. I'm currently in winners finals of it, and like it's been going on for like a month or two, I think. It's been really fun in general to get like to face off against everyone.
It was definitely fun.
I think it's our third tournament for the game.
Sounds right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
It's really cool. Also, that Fireland was really good. Going back to that for a second. I have a step for where I roll on the ground just slightly and it works. But yeah. Now 5-6, I'm gonna get a wheel right here and then go through the rest of the level with it. If y'all already know the donation, I said go for it.
All right, we got a $30 donation from Leaf FC that says, "Hi, Shasta, from the back couch." Hi, Leaf. Good luck and don't get hacked by 7-2.
I'll do my best. Thank you.
We also got a $25 donation from Goose Kebab that says, "Moon Crew."
Moon Crew!
Moon Crew!
Moon Crew! Moon Crew!
We're still really excited about that.
Yes, we are.
We have a $10 donation from Coastal Lake that says, "Shasta, please slow down so I can't follow the story."
I'm sorry. I'll do my best. Well, here, actually, we'll slow down for you a bit. We're going back to 5-6, and we're going to get a power right here. This is a very free mix. You can do it yourself. All you have to do is just hold down an A when you get that. Gives a hammer every single time. Here's Heavy Mole. His bomb arm is very random. He'll hurt you randomly like that. So you gotta be careful of that every time. Also can't hurt him immediately, so be careful of that. Nice.
Don't some people nowadays fight that guy with ball?
Yeah, you can do ball as well. It's really hard, but it kills him in 4 hits instead of 7, like right there.
Yeah, no, I get so scared every time I see somebody even thinking about attempting it.
I will never go for that.
Me neither.
Rocks will.
I think Cocoon does.
I'm not sure if he does. What we'll go for here, though, is a mix for wheel right here, beginning of 6-1. Hopefully I get it. Oh, I got the other mix. In that case, I'm gonna go for this one instead, which is an auto mix for wheel. So that's the backup. Shout out to that backup being really goddamn cool.
Oh, goodness.
I messed up this movement here as well, but don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about
Worrying
it.
about it.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
We'll use burring instead. So, because that just happened, unfortunately, I'm going to be using... I'll be using not burring. I'll be using wheel and 6-3. It's a different mix that we use. That's what I'll be doing. But that's okay. I've prepared for this. I ran powerless in this game not too long ago, so I'm actually very prepared for this movement right here.
Yeah.
6-3 is actually the place that we used to always mix, but we found out that 6-1, while a lot harder and a little bit more random with the enemies, is actually quite a bit faster.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Quill for going for that mix a long time ago in PB attempts. Nobody believed him.
Shout out to Quill in general. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, no, but that mix saves 10 seconds over 6-3 wheel.
Yeah,
which
it's very
already
important.
saves a stupid amount of time over the tornado strat where
Which
you
I'm
get
about
this.
to use.
Yeah, but older strategies would actually take this Twister's tornado and then use it all the way to 6-6. But now we can get wheel and it's way faster.
Make sure it's for a crash bomb right there, because the crash bomb is... Whenever it explodes, you waste like a second or so. Something like that. It's a lot. It just freezes the screen for a bit. So you gotta be careful of that. So now we're using tornado strats for this. I'm gonna get a wheel right here though, because I want to show it off. Here you go. Hopefully I do this. This is an easier mix than the last one. I said it's easier. Excuse me. Sorry for lying. Try it again. Easy every time. Let's
First
go.
try.
First try.
Impressive.
Heck yeah. Oh, that's up there. Oh, I got bad luck too.
He's in the corner. So when it comes to fighting a mini boss like Bonkers with the wheel, you're vulnerable when turning. So if he's in the corner like that, it's very hard to try and get damage quickly without taking damage to yourself. And as you've noticed, every time you take damage in this game, your ability drops and you have to pick it back up.
Yep. And the fight used to be actually really, really easy with Tornado. But now that we use wheel, the fight becomes random too. Because if you go in the core, like what just happened there, I can't do much about it. I can go above him and hurt him, like with just one wheel, but I can't really turn around with it. I have to be really careful of that. So yeah, it makes the fight a lot harder and random, of course.
It's easily the worst part about World 6 wheel, I'd say.
Yes.
It really is.
Yep. Once you get past that, it's a whole lot easier.
Oh yeah.
Until maybe the last room we used wheel in, but
Definitely. This room, though, is one of the more complicated rooms in the game, both in its design and just in general. I'm gonna go for that. That looked cool.
I don't know why this room is so big.
I don't know why either.
Also, shoutouts to the secret in this game, in this level, becoming way more obvious. A nightmare compared to adventure.
Mm-hmm. It's like right below, it's like right at the bottom of that water section.
There's a door tile on it.
Yeah. There's literally just a door there instead of just nothingness.
Yep.
We'll save a lot of time right here, especially. It's one of the bigger time saves with wheel in this world. The old strat was use Tornado that we got in 6-2 for the whole thing, but now that's just faster to use this. Because 2019 strats, baby, let's go.
Let's go.
I've been running this game for off and on for like 4 years now, so I've seen it evolve over time. But yeah, if you have donations, I say go for it during this level. You need concentrate after it, though.
All right, we got a $30 donation from Base Windu that says, shout outs to Doctors Without Borders and GDQ. Kirby was one of my first games on the original Game Boy. Edobean, may I get a Kirby hi and a Puyo! We also got a $15 donation from Swiftaloo that says, hey Shasta, Swift here.
Hi,
Amazing
Swift.
to see the progress you've made with this game over the last couple of months, and I'm so happy to see you running it on GDQ. Hope your run goes well, as this is such an amazing game to watch.
This is also an amazingly random room that I don't like.
We ended the donation.
Oh, that went well, though.
right in an
Nice.
awful route.
Let's go.
That went
That was
very
great,
well.
actually.
That was really good. Okay, the UFOs completely ran what they do, so that was very, very scary. But because of that, I was able to keep it power going to Mr. Frost's fight and destroy him in one hit. That was really good.
Yeah.
This is a very scary level, and especially a huge run killer. In my PB, thankfully, I got like the best luck I think I've ever gotten here ever, and just destroyed it. But yeah,
And this is the last arena of the game.
I messed up pretty badly.
And they put it on ice physics.
I love ice physics.
It just makes every game better.
It
Yeah.
just makes this arena better because I love when I can't jump because I'm flying on the ice.
Yeah, a lot of inputs go down on ice. A lot of inputs drop in this game in general is something we haven't talked about, especially on Wii U Virtual Console.
I'm gonna stop for a set right here because it gets me back to full health and 2 lives too. And we're gonna fight the most random boss in the game, Meta Knight. Everything he does from blocking to attacking to moving around is completely random. If he doesn't block me at all, then that's really good. Oh, he didn't even attack me, wow.
Yeah,
That was a really good fight.
yeah, that was good. That was decent. That was like, what, 3 blocks, I
I
think?
think it was 3 blocks.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
So, exiting with full health is really something you want because now you only have one more level before something where health is really going to come into play.
Yep, 7-2 is a mini boss rush, is in my opinion, one of the worst levels in the game. It's where a lot of runs go to die as well because of the randomness of that level. But yeah, we'll get there when we get there. This strat right here is found by Suzuri, a Japanese runner. We used to use Spark in this room, which I got at the very beginning of it. But turns out just using your sword from the previous level and just spinning around jumping is just way faster. Shouts to Suzuri. And this mix here is out as that is very free too. Just hold down A.
Yep.
See if the position is correctly. It's a little
Yeah,
faster
okay.
than just puffing there over and over, like you normally would for a room like this. All right, here we go. Blessed RNG, chat.
Blessed
Let's go.
RNG.
We need all of the blessed RNG.
All the blessed RNG.
Every single one that you've ever thought about posting needs to be in the chat right now.
Shouts to blessed RNG. He is in this building probably.
Any chat you're in needs.
Here we go. Here's Bonkers. That went very, very well. I have to hope for a roll right here. Please roll for me. Oh my goodness, let's go.
The perfect fan luck.
Not over yet though. It's not over yet. Hold your
We got
applause.
2 more. We got 2 more.
Oh, that's really good.
Right.
Nice.
Oh, and you did
Good luck
that.
again.
All right.
Last one. Here we go.
Through pretty
Now it's
well.
just Fire Lion.
Come on, Fire Lion. Perfect.
Oh!
That was a perfect 7-2.
The Twitch chat is blessed.
That was a very high level. Let's
The
go.
Twitch chat blessed us.
Thank you, Twitch chat.
Thanks, Twitch chat.
So, you basically saw every good pattern. However, sometimes in 7-2, you'll get less favorable patterns. Shoutouts to the previously mentioned MK Cocoon, who recently launched a very long video covering, I think, every single pattern that exists between all 4 of those mini-bosses. And also shoutouts to everyone who's just made a guide of this game in general. There's a lot of great resources if you want to learn this game for yourself.
Check it out on Spearn.com. It's in the guide section of the leaderboards for this game. Spearn.com/KNIDL. But yeah, if you want more donations, probably the last place in the run we can do so go for it.
All right, we got a $150 donation from Cornstarch that says, we have a $20 donation from Dancing Bear 74 that says, good luck, Mr. Shasta, and a special shout out to all the runners, volunteers, attendees, and everyone that makes every GDQ event happen. As a local, I wish I could have been there this week. Well, we thank you for your support. We do appreciate it.
Thank you very much. All right, now here we got 7-4. 7-4 is one of my least favorite levels in the run as well, because this level has a ton of random enemy movements, especially in this first room. It is like a bad Mario Maker level. Shouts to Mario Maker 2 coming out this week. I'll be getting that myself. Like the balls there, for instance.
And
he's flying pigs as well. I can't react to that. I can react to this, though. They got in my way. Now, these bronze birds are completely set in stone. They do the same thing every single time. Same with these flamers as well in this room. And now we gotta hope that this spark doesn't kill me, because that happens sometimes. Very good, it didn't. So for some reason, that spark just comes out of nowhere and just hits me, and it puts me in so much hit stun, I can't do anything about it, so I just fall into the pit to the right there. And it only happens to me. I don't know why. It's happened in so many important tournament races in general. It's, oh well. But yeah, we get Spark there because it's, oh nice. It's very useful for 7-5, the upcoming level here. The boss there becomes very consistent with it. Otherwise, we're using Crash Bomb and then hoping he drops an enemy, which is completely random. Speaking of Crash Bomb, hope you like this next level where everything explodes. Like that.
It's very scary.
Oh yeah, their radius is gigantic, so I'd be way far away from them. Got a little bit of bad luck there, but it's all good.
Their radius isn't just like huge, it's nonsensical.
And now we have this room here, which is the bane of a lot of runners' existences.
The wind tunnel.
The wind tunnel.
My good friend.
Thankfully, I'm good at this room though, so it's no big deal.
Thankfully, Shasta's just epic.
I couldn't avoid that. I'm gaining that health right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, we really need to keep Wheel through the next stage. It saves so much time.
Oh yeah. I don't want to die as well too. I already got one death this run, so that's a good idea.
You did.
I did, yeah.
I forgot about that.
5-4. I died there in my last term. I think in my previous tournament race for the last one I did, but yeah.
Yep.
Regardless, this is my personal favorite level in the game, the very last one. Not just saying it because, you know, staying at the run and all that, but I just really like the Dreamland aesthetic here. This game is a remake of Kirby's Adventure, which is the second Kirby game in the second main series Kirby game. So there's a throwback level to the first Kirby game inside the second one, funnily enough. It's really cool though. I'm a huge fan of this. This next room though is unfortunately kind of a run killer as well, very late into the run. Because it's Kabu, if he doesn't move from his starting position, which thankfully he did, but I still got hit by him. Thankfully, if he moves, then I can't get hurt by him and we just cruise right on past him. School jump's really cool right here. Goes right through all his enemies. Now finally at the very end of this room, we're gonna do the very last mix in the run for Ball. It's the second power in this mix, not the first one, so it's not completely free. But it's still a little tricky. Just like that. Oh, where'd my jump go? All right, final one. Final boss right here, King DDD. He is random.
Some more RNG right here.
He's ready to clobber that there Kirby.
My jump got eaten again. What the heck? All right, here we go.
That's exactly the pattern we're hoping for.
Oh, but that's a bit scary. We're good.
You're fine.
Nice.
You're fine.
Little fun fact: if you go into that boss fight there, if you go into the loading screen there with ball outs or with just flowing off the ground, you save 2 seconds in loads. I don't know why. But yeah, this is Nightmare Orb. Can we get an orb, chat? An orb. There we go.
Orb.
What have you done, Shasta?
I'm sorry. But yeah, this boss is completely set in what he does. He has 2 different attack patterns, but I always get this one here, so it's fine.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is just mashing in order to destroy him. But where he goes is completely set in stone.
Yeah.
Just like that.
That was a really great fight.
That was
Thank you.
good to the point where at a certain point in the fight, he'll do an attack where he'll dash to the left and then flutter back onto the right a bit. You can't turn Kirby in Star Rod, so, well, at least while you're flying. Once we get on the ground for phase 2 with the Nightmare Wizard, you can. But while flying with Orb, you can't. So if he goes to the left, you have to wait a few seconds for him to just slowly meander back to the right.
And now we have Nightmare. This boss, is same every time, except for he, where he teleports in the 2nd, 4th, and 6th phases is completely random. You want him to be closer to you, though, because he goes from left to the right. But yeah, same thing every time. Nope, not too bad. Hopefully it's closer to me. There we go. Nice.
Also, since we're getting close, should point out times on last hit.
Yep, time's on last hit. We have 2 hits left. Hopefully spawns near me for last phase. Oh, what? No!
Oh, no.
That happened earlier. That should have been timed there, but it's not. This will be time right here, though. Time. No!
You threw away step 40.
I threw away sub 40. No! Oh, well. That's totally fine. Whatever.
Yeah, sub 40 is still like not even 10 people have hit that, I think.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Not even 10 people know.
Yeah, there are, I think, 9 people with sub 40, and
There's 6 people with 38, which is even crazier.
6.
6 people.
yeah.
Yeah. So I want to get some shout-outs as well, too, during this run. Shout-outs to the community for this game. This game's been popping off for, like, well over a year now at this point. It's a very fun run to learn, it's very easy to learn as well, too. It's also very hard to get good at. It's just, I've been running this game for 4 years, and I'm lucky that I can consistently get good times like this, to say the least. So in particular, shout-outs to MK Cocoon, Colonel record holder. I was able to get a record for about 2 weeks before he took it back, right before the event. So shout outs to him. He's worked very hard in this game in general, making a lot of guides and just generally a lot of strats and stuff. Shout outs to Music Quill, shout outs to Sniper, shout outs to Thomas.
Shout out to Rocks.
Shout outs to Rox.
Got a rock.
Shout outs to Chooch as well.
Did you shout out Marsh at all during this run?
Shout outs
we
to Marsh.
haven't, but
Yeah,
we
shout outs to
should
Marsh.
shout out to
Okay.
Marsh.
Marsh is our taster, our best strat finder, who has completely changed this run over the past year.
Oh yeah. And also shout outs to Dark Soul as well. She mostly ran Powerless, but she's been doing really well in this game recently. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Shout outs to Kirby. Kirby is very cute. Not just regular cute, but very cute.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's okay, don't worry. And hope you enjoy the rest of the event. Thanks for having me.
Amazing job, Shasta, with your run of Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. Coming up next, I mean, today's a very special day, not just the start of our charity event, but it's a certain hedgehog's birthday. So what better way to do that than to have a Sonic Generations run, the Blue Mania, that is gonna be coming right up. No, this is a bad song choice, I'm sorry. Bad choice, I'm sorry. We're gonna go ahead and play an ad for you guys, so sit on tight.
I love that. Yeah, We are speedrunners. Speedrunners complete games in record time through great skill and perseverance.
We're speed responders. When an emergency strikes, we don't wait. We assess the needs and we act fast. From conflict zones like Syria to natural disasters like the Nepal earthquake and disease outbreaks like Ebola, we rely on independent funding like your donations to help us stay neutral and impartial.
Now we can keep the momentum going with summer games done quick.
Donations will empower Doctors Without Borders and make an immediate impact on work we're doing in more than 60 countries worldwide.
Doctors Without Borders and Games Done Quick like to get things done fast. So give now by clicking on the button below, and together we can set a new fundraising record.
Thank you for your generosity.
All right, I'm gonna hand it over to our interview crew. Jayhawkey, take it away, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jayhawkey, and I am joined by Thomas Kurmann, Director of Development for Doctors Without Borders. Very special interview today. Thomas, how are you doing?
I'm feeling great, thank you. Great.
Now, why don't you tell us a little bit about what your role is within MSF?
First of all, I would like to thank you to have me here today, to have MSF. The organization really feels honored, and it's a big privilege to be, again, the partner of Summer Games Done Quick. My job is being the responsible for the fundraising operation of Doctors Without Borders in the USA. I'm overseeing the staff that raises every year close to $400 million that help us save lives across the world.
And you oversee the fundraising within the USA, but your accent very clearly betrays you.
Yeah.
You're not from here. Where are you actually from?
So I'm from Switzerland.
Oh, yeah? How is that journey, to the United States, or do you tend to work remotely in Switzerland?
Yeah, no, I started 15 years ago in Switzerland as head of fundraising and communications for MSF Switzerland. Moved then to Germany, where I stayed another 4 years as head of fundraising before coming to the United States a little bit more than 5 years ago. And since that time, overseeing the fundraising operation in the United States.
Wow, so all the way since 2004. That's a long time with MSF specifically. What are some stories you could share, I guess, from your time with MSF? Anything, or even what does the charity mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I do think what unites the community here, the gaming community, and the MSF is passion. We are both communities are very passionate about something, and obviously the dedication of this community to the humanitarian work for MSF is incredible. It's amazing. So my biggest experiences are obviously meetings with our beneficiaries or patients on the ground. So I'm looking back, for example, at 2015 when I had the possibility to visit some projects in Mexico, especially in the south of Mexico at the border with Guatemala, where we have psychosocial and mental health projects for migrants coming in across the border and trying to find a better life. And actually, really fleeing violence. There was the father of 3 children from San Salvador I had the chance to talk to, who had his brother killed by the gang and was threatened with death as well by the same gang, and had to flee. And so we have so many stories of people that are in critical situations, and especially in the migration area, flee situations of life and death, and not as many believe for economic reasons, especially people coming from the Northern Triangle, San Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras, really fleeing life-threatening situations.
And this is happening all the time, all over the world, and that's really what your dollars, everybody out there, that's what's helping to provide relief, like you're saying, right?
Absolutely. Our mission is to save lives through medical humanitarian assistance. And I think what drags me to this organization is really the impartiality. We are not looking for any particular group of patients. For us, what is driving our action is the need. Where the need is greatest, MSF will always be there. And that is, I think, together with the independence, we are financially independent. People like you and myself are supporting this organization. 98% of our global operation is financed by private people like you and me. And that is amazing. So we are not dependent on governmental forces or powers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's just incredible. To kind of pull back the curtain a little bit, because it's always so inspiring to hear about various stories that you have all worked with individuals in, but also what is just like your day-to-day operations look like, to get a little bit more information about, MSF as an organization on the operations. Why is it take so much donation money to keep everything running, keep helping save people?
Yeah, I mean, Doctors Without Borders is a very complex organization, and especially to be able to respond very quickly to an emergency, it needs a lot of preparation work. So our logistics is kind of the backbone, as we always say, of our operation. So we have warehouses in Europe where kits prepared are ready to go for every type of emergency. And so that allows us to be really on the spot within 24 to 48 hours when an emergency strikes. So this is the critical piece. And obviously there's a lot of coordination going on as well, so that we are always there where the needs are greatest.
Mm-hmm. So you've worked with MSF for a long time, Steph. What did you actually do before working with MSF, and what kind of led you to your current position?
Yeah, before I was working for a child aid organization as head of communications. And before that, I was working for a small theater in Switzerland, Zurich, as a dramaturg. I know this term is not very very widespread, but the dramaturg actually does nothing else than being the assistant of the director of a theater play, making sure that everything that he puts in motion on the scene makes sense from an external perspective, and does all the research around the play and creates kind of the brochure that you might read before a play, that give background articles around the theme of the play. So that was kind of a 4 years work that I've done after university.
Do you feel that there was any small connection there of, working on the logistics of making sure everything is operational, making sure everything's going into the charity work that you do today?
Absolutely. Everything what can be prepared has to be prepared. So you need a lot of ability to foresee different scenarios that might occur, and being prepared for scenario A, B, C, and D. So that I think combines both professions pretty much.
It's always funny to see the links happen in completely mysterious ways, like in between two professions that you wouldn't even think are linked.
Yeah,
Similarly, how we, as a gaming community, have that link of passion, like you were saying, with Doctors Without Borders.
Absolutely. And that is really the amazing thing. And I would like at that point, again, thank you all out there that contribute, not only with financial help, but also with your words of support to the mission. I mean, we can read the chats. It's amazing, and I can't see any other community where we get that incredible moral and ultimately also financial support. It's amazing. I mean, this event is for us the backbone of our revenue every single year. So thank you so much.
Oh no, thank you. And of course, thank all of you for donating out there. GamesDoneQuick.com is the place to go to find that donation link. And I did want to ask, you mentioned earlier a little bit about the medical kits that you have prepared, constantly stuff. Do you have like a rough idea of about how much one of those costs to prepare?
That is very difficult to say because there are so many different kits. So we have a cholera kit, we have vaccination kits, we have emergency kits. So to put a price tag behind them would be difficult because again, everyone is different. But for us, you know, every dollar counts. Yeah. So it's not to be linked to any single activity. It's for us. A $5 donation helps us as does a $1,000 donation. For us, it's important to say that MSF is really a democratic organization in that sense. We have over 6 million donors worldwide, over 800,000 donors alone in the US that contribute to the mission, so we are really proud of that. And we are not really dependent on some individual single donors. For us, it's really the mass that makes the music. Right. And we are absolutely proud of that.
Because, yeah, I mean, 20 people donating $5 is the same as one donating $100.
Exactly.
Right? So it's just...
Well calculated.
I could do the quick math. That's why they hired me. Well, Thomas, thank you. I think to just close this, I wanted to ask you if you have any personal experience with gaming or any games that you're hoping to see here or anything like that.
Yeah, you know, I'm a terrible gamer. Huh? I can't even follow the screen. I don't know how you guys are doing that. For me, that's mysterious. But I was a gamer more than 30 years ago already. And my most favorite game was Super Mario. I don't remember which version it was, but that together with Tetris were two of the games I was passionately playing. Today, it's more Roblox with my daughter, who is 8 years old, and Minecraft, not necessarily speed games, but this is the reality I have to deal with, and my daughter Carlotta always pulls me into the Roblox game so that she has a partner to deal with.
Well, what if I told you, I kind of kept this as a secret from you, what if I told you that Super Mario Bros. 3, Tetris, and Minecraft are all being speedrun this week? Are all at this event, so there's something for you to...
I will follow them, yeah, absolutely.
All right, well...
I will see if you guys can keep up with my speed that I had 30 years ago.
There we go. Well, once again, everybody, GamesDoneQuick.com is your place to go to find out the schedule and take a look at everything happening there, but also to go ahead and donate to Doctors Without Borders, which is such a fantastic organization. We are so happy to be working with you again. And Thomas, thank you very much for doing this interview with me.
Thank you. The pleasure is on our end. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm going to throw it back up to the host because we got to get ready for Sonic Generations from the Blue Mania.
All right, guys, we're starting to get really close to being ready. I'm just going to read a few donations I didn't get to go through since we got a lot still from the Kirby one. We had a $25 donation from Saucy Charmander that says, "Bamboozled, go Shasta from the Squeak Squad, Shasta love." We have a $25 from Anonymous that says, "Ball, is that the new orb?" No, please, no. Either way, let's get rolling on those donations and good luck to all the runners. We have a $25 from Teddy Remison that says, "Sorry, brother, but Sun Gain wins today." You got this, man. We have another $25 anonymous donation that says, "You can't see the moon without the sun. Sun Gain all the way." $10 from Sheppy184 that says, "First time donating, love the show, and love seeing the runners destroy these games." Trispy191, thank you for your $60 donation. Love the event. Thank you all for your efforts. All right.